Welcome to the tea. Okay, so today the topic is women in media, and I really want to kind of get into like how women are portrayed on these different TV shows like Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, Blackish. Do you remember Blackish with Mary Jane? Like just how women are portrayed in the media. What you guys want to say?
Oh no, I can relate to Mary Jane. That's my life.
Well, previous.
I feel like Mary Jane is just like she needs to be saved. You know, like she just like a helpless lady.
I don't think she helpless. I think she a little too self-centered. She too full of herself.
She's self-centered, but it's like she craving love from a man, and like she has everything, but that's what she missing.
That and the baby.
I feel like Mary Jane, the show is kind of important because every time on TV we looking at these perfect women, and like a lot of us can relate to Mary Jane. Like, okay, it's a woman on TV who messed up just like me. So I feel like that's really important.
But it's not any perfect woman. Okay, Kerry Washington is a side chick on Scandal,
but she a high power attorney.
Right.
So does that mean that if you're black and you're a woman and you're a high power attorney that you're going to be single?
We just got to think about the statistics behind queer women. Most of them are single.
Most of them
Why?
are single. Because men are intimidated by
men
them.
are intimidated by that.
And not only that, if you are a woman of high status, you're going to be looking for a partner with the same. You know, sometimes it's hard to find somebody who your equal.
And if they don't have somebody that's on their level, then they always dealing with a buster. Somebody they taking care of, holding their hand the whole way.
The reason...
But just like think like a man, remember when Taraji was with Michael Evie and he was a dreamer. I just loved it. I'm sorry, I like a dreamer.
Why she gotta be with somebody that's her equal? Like why can't she?
She don't have to, but I feel like it's a lot of baggage that comes with dealing with somebody that's not on your level because you have to bring them up or just wait for them. And most of the time when you grown, you're not trying to wait for no man to get his shit together.
Right.
So go ahead.
But also I think like it's a society. It's a thing like in society like. Oh, like if I have myself together, I have to have a man who has himself more so together than I do. I mean, that's just me, period. Like if I have something going on, you gotta have what I have going on plus more. Like you have to teach me something. So to have a man who I can't learn from, it's like, what we gonna do?
It's corny. True. It's like we need to
a burger,
anyway. Right? He's ham.
Okay. Let's talk about this. What about how Did she bite?
Anyway.
Yeah, okay. What about how we had Felicia Rashad in the Cosby Show? Do y'all feel like she was a positive role model for black women?
Absolutely.
She was a great mom.
She was a great mom.
A great wife.
Where is that now in 2015? Who's the great mom on TV?
Questions that need answers.
You just gotta think of it.
I mean, Rainbow was a good mom.
You're right.
Rainbow is a great mom.
Who is Rainbow?
That's Rainbow from Blackish. I actually watched Blackish.
No, she's a good mom.
I feel like that show is.
It's good. It's good. It does have its stereotypical moments.
It does,
but it is a good black sitcom.
It shows like she's a good wife, she's a good mom, but she does play second to her husband. Even though she know that she's right majority of the time, she lets him
be a man.
Yeah, he steer the ship. And
like
sometimes he be.
I like stuff like that too.
Trash too, but
Can I say
like
something? I feel like we can't have the conversation about women in media without including reality TV. Because that's what most of the TV is.
Okay, and who would you like to talk about?
I'm just saying in general, like, just think about, like, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Bad Girls Club.
But, see, I watched Real Housewives of Atlanta one time, and I couldn't. The shade, I'm sorry, I can't be grown shading another female. Like, you grown as shit. Like, I was amazed. I watched one episode and never watched
it. The thing is, like, these shows trump shows like The Cosby Show or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or just shows that were out back in the day where that portrayed women as wives, hardworking mothers. Like now it's just like the women that's out here with boutiques trying to get on reality shows and sell their clothes, and then they fighting on TV, and then you got Kerry Washington, which I love Scandal, but like she's a side chick to the president of the United States and still want to have her other little John on the side.
But I like that part. That's the only thing that I do like about Shonda's writing is that like that was my favorite episode when Carrie was like, well, I want Vermont and I want the son too, because that's how niggas are.
That's real life.
That's how niggas are. Like, oh, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. So I feel like there was nothing wrong with her telling Jake like, okay, I want you and I want him too.
It's like reverse psychology.
Because if it was a nigga, it'll be the same.
She's a feminist,
okay, yeah.
and you can tell because the way that she like counteracts certain things, like tries to give Kerry Washington some type of characteristics that a man would have, like one of his cake and eat it too.
Absolutely.
It's
And the
like
fact
we
that
can
she
do it just
powerful-
because you can do it.
Yeah, and the fact that she powerful makes it even better to watch. Because it's like, she really the shit. Like, she everything.
Okay, y'all. So, the Women Media Center took a sample of black and white women who read Essence magazine. The readers criticized portrayals of black women in the media based on the survey. It asked them about the types of black women they saw in media. 85% of survey respondents found that they regularly see unmarried baby mamas in the media, but 41% see young phenoms, girls next door, and modern matriarchs in real life. White respondents said angry black women, black baby mamas, and uneducated sisters were the women they most encounter in real life.
In real life?
In real life.
Interesting.
At the grocery store, at the gas station, dropping their kids off to school.
In real life. That's
real
what they
life.
encounter most of the time. How you feel about that?
Are
No,
these
wait.
black people they know or black people that they just see?
Just see.
You know,
They
them
said
white
encounter.
folks just
They
seeing
said
people.
encounter.
Man, you know, I really be feeling some type of way when it's like that stigma that black people are ratchet and ghetto
And angry.
Yeah, angry. But then I see people that's really like that in public showing out, and I be like, you know what? I understand how they could think that, because if I was white, majority of what you see is that's where you get your idea from. If everybody got their act right, you wouldn't feel that way.
And they watch TV. Like, a lot of
And
them
you
even
watch TV.
don't even know, have never
But
even
in real life,
talked to
though,
a black person in their lives. So they're watching TV, they're watching Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, how they're watching reality shows, and all these black women are either messing with multiple men, screaming, yelling at each other, fighting over catty stuff that's like, and that's just what they think.
Let's take this on the flip side. Me, I work in social services and stuff like that. So usually the people who I encounter are like low income stuff, people like that. A majority of my clients are white, and they are like I said, like low income, depending on public assistance, got multiple baby daddies, all of this other stuff that they could say about black women. And these are women I encounter on a daily basis. What if I took it upon myself to stigmatize every white person I saw the same way I did these women? I feel like it only happens to black people, and I would feel like it happens to people of Islamic faith as well. They allow one person to dictate the whole group, and it's just like, we don't do that about white people. White people all over the news for raping their kids, murderers, embezzlement, being psychopathic. What if I took that upon myself to put that same thing on every white person? They got going on with that.
They're the majority. So, and the majority controls what they want us to see. So when you watch TV, you don't see white people depending on the government for money. You don't see them with multiple baby daddies. You don't see none of that because that's not what they show us in media. And media controls so much of the world and how we view things. It's just like, since we don't see that in media, then we just gonna see we're going to see the beautiful picture of how they try to paint the white community.
You see some of that on 16 and Pregnant, but
Yes.
it's not that many shows like that. On 16 and Pregnant, you see the low income, you see the ratchet, you see the crazy, white
It's more
people that's
white
going
people
crazy.
on 16 and Pregnant than it is black people.
Absolutely, yeah. Like that's the show. That's one show you can really see. Like, this is like a normal modern family. Like, they go through the same things, but it's just, who can name another show like that?
I think one thing about like reality TV shows is I think they portray Latina women and like as they are black.
Yes,
You get what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So I think they get it. It's a little confused because they crazy. They are crazy because I feel like they be saying nigga to they niggas. Like, they always saying the N-word. They always popping off at the mouth, ready to fight, throwing shit. Like, and then that comes up because you're on a black reality TV show. White people look at that like, oh, they must have some type of black in them. When really they be full throttle from the boat too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They always group.
So they
Black
feel like
and
they're
Hispanic, Latino.
I told you, black and brown people always get like.
They always
We
be
got the
groups.
same problems too.
I was about to say Hispanics are black people if you ask me. Have a conversation.
As
with
far
them.
as culture,
Have a conversation.
kind of, but they still their culture is something else too.
I mean, naturally, you know what I'm saying. It's a completely different culture, but just as far as how society looks at them, just how they get the lower end of the stick, it might not be portrayed in media as much.
As far as like, we can kind of get into this, like how black women, the roles that they have in movies that win Oscars. So like The Help,
The Help.
or
You know, like in
Precious.
Precious. Did she win?
Monique did win an Oscar for Precious.
Precious.
It's always a supporting role.
It's always a supporting role, and it's always you got to be cooning. You gotta be
Monsters Ball, Halle Berry.
And she had to show them titties.
That don't even make sense how she got an Oscar for that.
She had to show her body.
I don't think
it was okay. It was okay to me. I love Halle Berry, so I mean, it was okay.
Perfection.
Right, another perfect one.
But she crazy.
But they gave her an Oscar for it, and it's like, did she get the Oscar because she took her clothes off in the movie, or because y'all really just recognize that she really is good at what she does?
Wait, so in Monsters Ball, wasn't she having sex with a man who was a racist, or am I wrong?
Yes, he was racist.
He was racist.
That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And she was playing black in the movie?
Yes.
Her husband was on death row. The guy she was having sex with was a police officer. It just so happened the officer that killed her husband was that police officer.
Wow.
Her son ended up getting hit by a car and died. The man came to the side of the road, helped her out, fixed up his dead son's car because his son committed suicide. Fixed up his car, gave it to her, everything was helping her out and stuff like that. She was having sex with a man who did not like black people.
And killed her husband.
And she was black.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, she realized it was the same man because her husband used to draw pictures, and she saw the pictures that her husband used to draw inside of his house.
And they gave her an Oscar for it. The first black one.
When I tell you, I swear, her role was not any type of anything that I felt like deserved the Oscar at all. The sex scene was amazing.
That was a Bond sex scene.
I get it.
Was that when they had sex on the sofa?
Yeah.
I did see that whack ass movie.
Oscars is a very notable award to receive. What I feel like, not start something different, but I definitely feel like black actors and actresses should boycott or not support or not contribute to the campaign around the Oscar to be able to get the respect they deserve. Because at the end of the day, Oscars don't got nothing to do with how many how many people saw your movie.
Yeah, but nothing.
It's a committee that decides who's what.
And the reason people want to win
of these black faces, they need to know like this is important.
The reason people want to win is because it's the absence of so many black faces, and they want the white community to kind of recognize what they're doing, but they never really recognize us for the right things. You know what I'm saying? The Help was a great movie, but of course you giving an award to
So you was kind, you was smart.
Yeah, you was kind, you was smart. You know what I'm saying? 12 Years a Slave, great movie. I like the movie, but
I don't watch movies.
It was a good movie. But I mean, and Lupita was a great slave. But it's just like.
But I thought they said that Lupita was in for like a second and was out. Was that true?
And when?
That in 12 Years a Slave.
She didn't. I don't think that it was.
Was it just like she popped up?
As far as her role?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Yeah, it was. That's what
I want to say she was in the movie for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was like very long movie.
Yeah, and it was a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't understand the Oscars. I don't watch them.
I want a big booty. Period. Everything else can say the same. I just want a big booty.
I would like a bigger, but I think I have a cute little plump little.
Do you think that?
Yes.
You got a little rump.
You want me to show it?
You can show it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you, Lana. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
For the presentation.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I just, me, I just want a flat stomach, Lord Jesus. That's it. That's my biggest thing is tummies, and I want some thighs and hips.
I think hips is my thing.
I love hips. I think hips.
I'm not even like fixated on booty. I love hips.
I love hips.
I mean, I think I'm only fixated on the booty because I don't have one. So it's like
I feel like with bodies you
really
are
dear to my heart.
Stuff that you
don't have. That's how it always is.
I'm
like titties
my
ain't shit.
stomach to do that one in thing.
That the little.
Oh wait.
Yes, that's
what
I want.
I don't have one. I'm shaped like SpongeBob as far as that is concerned. I'm genuinely square, and that's not even trying to be funny. Like my stomach. I don't have a big stomach or anything.
Did you say SpongeBob?
Yes, it's literally SpongeBob. You know his pants. They square.
They so square.
That's exactly what it is.
I feel like you can be any way, but if you have a waist, it makes everything look a little bit better.
Right.
So for me, I just want a nice waist.
How much?
Not anything crazy.
Like this?
Something. I mean, not even like just a nice little some curvature.
Yeah.
But I just feel like whatever you got, you should own it.
Own it.
Own it.
Yes, own it, but respectfully own it. Okay, because I be having y'all.
Well, what's up? What's up?
Y'all know I have problems with people with crop tops and a little bit of jiggle.
You know,
I hate that. I feel like you can own it. You can own it for sure, but be respectful of the fact that you don't have the body that I have. I can wear a crop top. No, I know. I'm gonna be. This is the tea. You keep it real. You don't have the body that I have. So even when I wear a crop top, I still like put my pants up a little bit over my end because I'm not really sure how I'm gonna be sitting today. So I may sit and it may punch a little bit. But I feel like if you don't have the body to where it looks nice, you look clean. Like don't try to do something that a skinny girl can do, and you know that you about 50 pounds heavier in the tummy, in the somewhere. So I just always feel like you should always dress according to your body and not because she got it on, you think that I can wear it.
Let's talk about that. Because yesterday I went to this party. Or whatever. And this girl like had her back out.
Oh my God, I saw that.
Oh Lord, that's my biggest.
But it was like, roll.
Oh my God,
and it's just like, girl, what you buy that for? You got.
Oh my
First of all,
God,
you needed a bra on because your titties down here. So she didn't have a bra.
Because you couldn't even a bigger girl. She just had back.
Yeah, she just had back rolls and saggy boobs, and it's just like that means you can't wear that outfit. Like just because it's cute, that just means you can't wear that.
Where were your friends?
Okay, well, okay, also let's end on a good note. If you didn't know, black women have the highest self-esteem. That's a statistic. Okay, so I guess we can end this with. If you're going to look to media for inspiration, just make sure you're already owning who you are as a woman and as a black woman in this world. And, portray however you want to portray yourself as a black woman to add to how people see us. So they don't just have like a one idea of what a black woman is. And not just looking at Kerry Washington or Viola. They kind of see how black women carry themselves as a whole. And when you see how black women carry themselves as a whole, you can get a better picture of what a black woman is. So I want to thank y'all for sitting with me.
Bougie.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the tea. In Adam.
This is some weird shit.
Like sit like this way, like sideways in the chair how Alana is.
Like this way sideways?
No, the other way.
Like
facing me.
this way. Okay.
Yeah, facing me. Y'all need to.
At the beginning of the show, when y'all said the was good, but y'all, I feel like y'all should already introduce y'all.
Y'all need this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we still can.
So look.
I like your
Oh, my body.
When you get this ad.